What's up, Wolfpackers? Today we've got a trifecta for you. So Todd McFarlane is picking up the reins for the DC Multiverse, and this is the first, it's kind of like their iteration of Build-A-Figure. It's called Collect to Build. What you're going to be building is the Batmobile. This is one of three. So we've got the Joker, or the Batman Who Laughs, already opened up, and then I'm really excited. I want to get the rest of these two opened up just to see what this Batmobile is going to look like. Before you is the Batman Who Laughs. I've got him souped up with the Punisher's sniper rifle, and I've got him with the Juggernaut Wave Deadpool bazooka, minus the boxing glove. And then he comes with his DC stand. Yeah, no, you can't put Marvel guns on DC dioramas. It's my diorama. I'll do what I want. These were the weapons that came with the figure. They're cool in their own right, but I couldn't resist putting some heavy machinery on them, some heavy guns on the Batman Who Laughs. These are cool though. I like this sickle, and then this one looks pretty realistic to a real knife. So let's go over the fan art before we desecrate these boxes. So if you look up Nightwing on Google Images, that's probably the first image that'll pop up. So pretty iconic picture of him, and then the comic arc where this is based off. Same thing with Batgirl, and then even Batman Who Laughs has his own comic art. That's what they would look like as a three-piece set. Top of box, you've got your window, and then a side window with their names on it. Batgirl's got her fan art as well as being numbered as number 1, and then Nightwing would be numbered as 2, and then the Batman Who Laughs would be numbered as 3. Alright guys, we've got 2 members of the Bat family getting ready to meet the Blade. Let's get them out of the box. Alright, the ladies are up first. McFarlane, don't mess this one up. I really want this one to be a good figure. Don't mess this up for me. Another quick hack you can do is, if you're not so much for ACBA, but if you need a background to position your figures, it's got like vintage Batman comics on here. You can use that kind of as a background if you wanted to pose. It's just a starter idea. I'm kind of known for just having my boxes be the backgrounds to my dioramas. I mean, they're big, they're bulky, they have nice print on them, so why wouldn't you want to? But yeah, that's kind of my thing. I might keep these. I'm hoping that they do a really good job on this one, because yeah. She came with a card as well as a stand. Now, see, what I was saying about the box is, if you cut really close to the box, you get like a cool little, almost like a double stand. Keep your blades sharp, guys. That's all we can do at a time like this. And she's out. I got this Batwoman about 2 years ago. She's from the Clayface wave. She's comparable in body, but not the same person. I thought that I thought they were the same person. I had to do some looking up and figure out that she's a completely different person than Barbara Gordon. And then we've also got the Batgirl from the DC Bombshells Wave 2. This wave was cool, but if you look real close, like the hips on the girls are really weird. So they tried to cover them up with like the flight suit and all these other things, but the hips are just they're really weird on it. So we'll one day we'll get to that one. But yeah, $29.99 when originally they came out, and we got them on a super sale. Super sale. I don't know. There might be a reason why, but I would have liked probably to pick up her. Maybe her, I don't know. And then Mira is just she's kind of weird looking, I don't know. But yeah, I kind of wanted to pick her up out of all of them, but I ended up finding her. Less than $7. So yeah, she's the best Batgirl we've ever opened. She's the first Batgirl we've ever opened, so, you know. And she's also the first McFarlane female that we've ever opened, so she's holding a lot of titles right now. But that will be contested one day. Harley Quinn animated series Batman. We'll get her opened up one day as well and compare them. She doesn't come with a wave, so that kind of sucks because, like I said, McFarlane is going to be coming out with more and more of these, and eventually they'll give us the Batmobile from the animated series. But you'll probably have to, hopefully you don't have to rebuy a figure that you might already have just to get the one piece. Fingers crossed. So these are the accessories. Gold Batarang, and then her shot, like she's like a moment before that. And then if you have another one of these, like if you've got the animated series Batman, you can chop one of these off and then make a pistol for like one of the goons or something like that. And then here's her Build-A-Figure piece. It's the exact thing, just inverted. So two of the same things, and it really does look like the animated series Batmobile, but it's not. All right, let's stop ogling the girl and get on with the review. Paint schemes are pretty tight all the way around. I didn't notice anything too major in between here, maybe, but it's really, really minimal. You're not going to notice anything. There's a slight black tint in the hair. It's supposed to be like an auburn with a little twinge of black. Face sculpt. Comment below what you think. Is it comic book accurate? The cape is a soft pliable rubber, so if you were doing ACBAs and you wanted to pull that back, it does pull back, so not a big hindering on anything. Mischievous had said that he didn't like the face sculpt, so he was going to pass on it, but I like it. There is a DC Essentials out on the market right now. It's comparable to her. I'd pick up that one and then compare it to this one because McFarlane isn't great with articulation, but you know what? Let's go over her articulation and we'll see what we think about it so far. All right, her being Batwoman, she can do the super splits. Goes that far wide, can kick back that far. You have to open up the hips just a little bit to get full articulation that wide. She does a full 360 all the way around. Double jointed elbows, bicep swivel. That's kind of a different wrist articulation. It's on a ball joint. And then a swivel. While we're here, check those out. They're decent. You can see a little light cracking through. They're decently spaced apart. You can separate them a little more if you like. Waist swivel. There is none. She comes with a upper diaphragm. You get a little bit of rock, but no waist swivel whatsoever. She can go double jointed on the knees. There's no calf swivel, and then it's similar articulation to the wrist where there's a ball joint and then a swivel, and then toe articulation like we love. This is a cool feature. They added the little sticky things. All right, well, here's what she would look like if she was floating away on you. Let's get Nightwing opened up. All right, so we got Nightwing out of the box. I'm really excited to get that third piece of the Batmobile opened as well. We've also got the Mattel Nightwing. This was from the Ninja Batman wave. So it kind of stung buying this one out of the three from his wave. He's the one I wanted the least, but only because 6 months before I had bought this one. So it stung buying this one and then having to buy this one to complete a wave. But if I didn't have this one, I'd be totally down with this. This is a for sure wave for me if I didn't have this one. So we'll compare the two and see what we think. And then you want to talk about iconic poses? No lie. I went and grabbed this guy just off my shelf and it's the exact same pose. No lie. Iconic poses, guys. Iconic poses. So he's got crazy good articulation, guys. I've never seen anything like that on a figure before. No, that's what he looks like when he's messing with Bane for the night. That's what he looks like when he gets done with them. So as you guys can see, 360 swivel at the hips. But what I wanted to show you guys that's really weird is that's how high he kicks up normally. That's That's him. And then if you open up the thigh just a little bit, you can, that's ridiculous. And then he kicks back that much. So he's got a little ballerina in him. Does the splits that far. Like we showed you with the weird articulation, there's hip rotation and then upper diaphragm. Before we go any further, I would like to say that this looks like Matt Damon in a black wig. The arms are real fluid, real natural movements up and down. He's got bicep swivel and then double jointed elbows. He can go full 360 at the shoulder, and then I'm noticing something that kind of resembles a butterfly joint. This might be McFarlane's version of the butterfly joint. Is this going to be the Spider-Man mold for McFarlane? Is it going to be their slimmer, super articulation? We shall see. We shall see. So let's get into the look. So there's a soft, pliable rubber over the body, and that gives it, that's this layer here. It's kind of like, it's almost as soft as, like, say, the cape on Batwoman, on Batgirl. And then the soft pliable rubber is over the waist, almost like an underwear, like a Superman style underwear. But yeah, these two are two different softer rubbers. And then these are your more basic rubbers that we're used to. Really hard to tell, but if you're touching them, they've got flex to them. They've got wiggle to them, so it's noticeable. All in all, it's not looking good for the Mattel. The McFarlane has molded over paint. This one is just paint. Same thing down here at the calves. This is a mold, and then the paint over the mold. This is just the paint. So he's more of a gloss. There's a consistent black to him, and with him you've got two different tones of off black. Side-by-side comparison, who's got a better face sculpt? They're both good. I really can't complain. This one here is more of a Bucky Cap mold, if you guys are familiar with the Marvel Legend line. He's muscular and lean, but more muscular. This one, he's more what I think Robin would look like. Just a little on the leaner side, not so much the muscle. The only thing holding back this one from being an accurate portrayal is that he's 7 feet tall in this, 7 inches. Anyone that knows anything about DC knows you can't make a 7-foot Robin. That would just overtake everything. It wouldn't look right, a 7-foot Robin. And then this Robin comes with 2 hinges in the back to put in his nightstick batons. As far as the batons go, while the Mattels look better with the paint schemes, the detail on the McFarlanes are a little more, they look a little more realistic. Would I have liked some paint on there? Sure. Yeah, but at least these didn't come out box warped, and they have a little bit of groove, a little bit of effort. If I put this in a box full of accessories, and then one day I go back to get said accessory, am I gonna get this confused with something belonging to Zatanna or some kind of wizard? It doesn't look like a club to me. It's like presto alakazam type thing. And then this one, it looks a little bit more realistic is all I'm gonna say. So for the time being, I'm gonna hold off judgment to say which one is better. Let's get them swapped out in their individual universes, i.e. my shelves, and we'll see if one can replace the other, because my whole thing with this one is he looks all around better, but at 7 inches tall, he's not going to size up well with other things I have set up like this. But we'll check it out. Same thing with him. He's a 6-inch figure at best, and he just wouldn't live in a 7-inch world. So we'll check him out. We'll get him paired up and see how it looks. Here's the part I've been super excited about. Now, if you cover up just this part, now that looks like the Tim Burton Batmobile, like the animated series Batmobile. This is a callback to an older Batmobile that had this crescent, this symbol right on the hood of the Batmobile. Todd McFarlane, you brilliant, brilliant man. You were able to milk me for at least $60 to get this thing. Bam. Get your next piece. Pop it in. Bam. You have got yourself a Batmobile, son. Check that out. Full 360, somewhat. I mean, it looks like a Hot Wheel on the bottom of it. You got the flame effect. That's cool. So ideally what they're saying is that there's going to be more waves just like this. So you're going to be able to stack these up at a cost. You'll be able to line these up and you'll have almost like a car garage of Batmobiles, which is cool because they've had, you know, close to 20 iterations of the Batmobile. So this one is very close to the animated series, which I love. So for the time being, this is my favorite one of the collecting builds. It's also my only one of the collecting builds. So there's a loophole in everything, kids. You just got to look for it. Don't forget to look in the box. There's a stand and his card with his bio, height, and things like that too. Don't throw that away. 20 years from now, 30 years from now, your grandkids will sell it and they'll make a ton. So think about them. Wolfpackers, come on in. What do you guys think? Look!
I see a hat.
Alright, so you guys are getting your first look at the completed wave. I wanted to have a nice reveal, but you guys wanted to come and peek and ruin it, so that's where we're at on that one. What do we think of this wave, guys?
I like it.
Yeah, I think Batwoman looks really cool with her grapple hook.
Batgirl.
Yeah, it's actually Batgirl.
I did say Batgirl.
It's a Batwoman. I really like all the poses you put them in.
Yeah, I like how Batgirl looks really cool with her grapple hook.
Yeah, the thing is, they're 7 inches, guys, so we'll check these out when we get into their own individual universes, but how well they size up against the 6-inch figures that we have. And then we've also got the completed Batmobile, which is super cool that we got that one done. What do you guys think of this Batmobile?
Kind of looks like the one from the animated series.
Yeah, it does. A lot. Looks a lot like it. All right, let's get them in their individual universes and see what it's all about. So this is my Mattel DC universe. All 6-inch figures. As you can see here, Nightwing is just slightly shorter than Superman, and he's got his knee bent at a 45-degree angle, so they don't match up incredibly well. And when we stand him up perfectly straight, he towers over everyone else. So I would say no, the McFarlanes do not integrate well with 6-inch figures. Welcome to my McFarlane DC universe, and as you can see, all 7-inch figures here mesh pretty well. In my mind, I think this is the way you should pair these up. You shouldn't try to cross them over with the 6-inch figures. Similar to a Marvel Legends and a Diamond Select, if you try to compare them, there is a size difference. So if you're on the fence about buying either or, I hope this one helped you decide. Turn on your notifications, guys. We've also got the animated series Batman and Superman to review, as well as the animated series Harley Quinn. At the time of shooting, there's also the Arkham Asylum Joker and Batman. Getting ready to come out. Wonder Woman 84 is getting ready to come out as well. So turn on notifications for that one. That's going to do it, guys. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Drop us a like if you enjoyed this one. Deuces.